Hey guys, I'm going to show you some useful nuke spams, and there's a bunch of random spams you can do, but I'm going to show you guys the best ones that are actually going to be useful in a competitive match. And starting off here, and most of them are going to be from spots that you're playing, which is useful because you're not going to want to base your whole strategy around hiding in a corner, aiming at a pixel, and hoping they plant in a certain spot or something. So a lot of these spams are actually useful and can be used on a match-to-match basis. Starting off here, we'll talk about spamming yellow right out here. You have a couple different positions that you can usually spam. If someone just jumps up here, he's probably going to be right where this bot is. Let me scoot him back a little bit. So he's probably going to be like right around there. And usually that's not where a person will fight. Usually once they get up here, they're up here for like 3 seconds maybe, and then they'll always kind of scoot back so only their head shows. Not too many people come close and swing wide and show their whole body. A lot of people will swing out further. So that's why this guy's here to show, what a further spam will look like. And you can do this spam from a ton of different positions. We have opposite side here we can do this spam from. We can do the spam from right here. And these are spots that you'll be actually playing on CT side, and then, let's say an outside guy spots him, or this guy on the rafters actually hears him. Your teammates can throw down some useful spam and maybe get a little bit of a fun kill there. So starting off here, if you're in heaven, it's pretty much these last 3 windows for a guy that is close. Right there, I went and hit him in the chest. So it's pretty much, 75% up, way up the windows is kind of where a headshot is. So like right there, and that's for a guy that just gets up on the Twinkie. For the further guy, it's going to be, I'm not even sure where he's at right now. But sometimes it's even past that post. So swinging out here, yeah, he's really close behind that post. So it's going to extend from all the way here to all the way, if he's on the back of the yellow, back here. See if we can hit that other guy. Not really sure where he's at. I think he's actually in the one spot we can't hit right now. There he is. So yeah, he's pretty much right where that post is as I headshot him there. So you can see if he was even back even further, which a lot of people do come back here, you'd be spamming on the right side of this post if you were in heaven. This is a really good position because it's almost like headshot level for you up here. So you're just kind of spamming through. So if you were to spam this, and this guy grabs a couple shots. And this guy can only spam the guy that just happens to jump up because of just how the angle works, So starting off here, he's going to spam with these last 2 windows pretty much to kill that guy that just jumps up. Right like that. There's some really good spams right there. And what you can't do anymore is you can't spam this metal part. You cannot spam this. You have to be shooting through the glass, guys. So, right there is the spot where they just get up, which is really useful. You pretty much can't miss that spam, really. And if you want to hit him from up here as well, you can always... he's pretty much, if he's in the spot that he just gets up, he's to the left a little bit, that guy. But if he just gets up right here, let's say he jumps, like right here, it's going to be the second window right there. So right there as you're spamming. And even if you are playing... Call this spot Mustang right above hut. You can always go on this. I do this a couple times to get some kills. Go out on this beam a little bit, spread your angle out, and then take a couple shots as the guy boosts up, and then go back to holding your position. These are all that's a really good, useful spam. And these glass windows do a lot of damage. They really don't block your shots at all now since the recent wallbang update. Not too sure if they're doing any more editing on that, but as of right now, those glasses are very thin, I guess you could consider them. And you can't spam through this anymore, guys. So spamming heaven, you can't spam through this anymore and spam that. You have to shoot through the glasses, which we'll go to that right now, I guess. So a good spot to do it is from just right up here. Maybe you're throwing some flashes down, and you're just delaying a little bit. There's a smoke here at ramp, so your team's not really hitting anything. So you're just kind of la-di-dawing up here. And what you don't want to do is come in this vent and spam really close to the windows. Or the glass. If you're spamming really close to the glass, and this guy sees you spamming, and he sees all the sparks, he's literally just going to shoot the spark and headshot you. So you want to step back a little bit so that you're not going to get raped yourself if he shoots back at you. Because if you shoot really close to this, that's exactly your position. So you want to step back, take your angle off a little bit from the glass. I don't know why I keep falling off. But so what we're going to do is just match up that vent right there with that window right there. Pretty much the only one you can match it up with, the first one. And then we'll just shoot at that wall at headshot level right here pretty much. So spamming that should go all over the heaven there. Do it again, cover that wall a little bit. And there you go, that guy's getting pretty lit up. Because you got to think about it, he's going to be on this right side of heaven most likely, because you know, you're usually not going to stand right in front of the ladder like this. At least I don't. You're not going to be in front of the ladder. So most of the time people hang out over here, and this is where they're playing. It's always on this side. So I'll just show that one more time. Line up that with that, and then start spamming right there. I'm a little high crouched, I think. So right at the bottom of the window there, it's going to get some really nice headshots and body shots. Okay. So spamming outside. This is a very popular spot, and these are all pretty much, we'll talk about that later. But this is a spot that usually terrorists will get hung up on for a little bit. You know, maybe if they get flashed or they spot an opera. A lot of people hang out here outside, like coming as a terrorist. So this is a very popular spot if, hey, you know, they're hitting outside a little bit. This guy upper wants to just throw down some spam while he's playing his position. He's going to shoot. See how, like, there's a big gap, kind of a big square here, a smaller rectangle, then a little bit bigger of a rectangle. You're going to pick the smaller rectangle right here, and that's pretty much the perfect angle if you're playing behind sight. So shooting here, I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's going to go right behind the red, and you'll just shoot at headshot level just because it's the same height as the floor at upper. So pretty much you can just take your spam, you can just spam right the best you can, control your spam in between the window there, and it just goes everywhere right around here. So it's a really good spam that you can do as a CT playing upper that wants to just throw down some help to the outside guy. Going into another spam from a terrorist, a lot of times you'll spot like a guy right here, and then he's going to run back into sight, and you can kind of, you know, give him some damage or try killing him as he runs back into the site. So, you know, you might take some pop shots here and then run away. And I mean, the best way to wallbang people is to actually just visualize what you're seeing, like through the wall. So if he runs here, you know that that angle right there cuts off right here. And then as he's running into sight, there's probably a wall right around here somewhere. Right where the vent starts to go in, right there. I kind of guessed it perfectly. So as he's coming back in, you can take some free shots like that, come back around here, and then get him coming back, get him going back in the sight, running around this vent here. So you can kind of guess what you can spam. You can spam this whole thing here. I'm not going to show any other spams there, but you know, you can kind of visualize what you need to spam and spam a guy maybe trying to run away as a CT. You can spam the hut obviously like this. This is the guy in the corner of the hut. Or if you're in lobby and want to spam the floor of hut, maybe the far vent over there. What you don't want to do is sit back here and spam because you're open to ramp. You want to make sure you're just either up close, maybe check the lobby, check the little crack there. Then you can throw down that spam a little bit right like that, so that it hits the guy far vent like this. So yeah, I mean, if you are, this is just like tracing on the guy running away to mini. If you're playing this spot right here, trying to get someone going into mini, you're gonna see him, and then you know just try tracing. I mean, he's most likely gonna go behind the vent. You know, if he's coming into mini like this, think about how you'd play. You'd probably just run behind the vent like this. So as you like want to trace him, you know, you want to just trace him and then maybe throw down some more heavy spam right there as he's maybe trying to go there. So it's just reading. Trying to read his play and then adjusting your spam to meet it. Let's see here. That pretty much covers spamming the rafters here. If we're spamming the opposite side here, we are just gonna do second window. You can pretty much second window covers the whole lane there pretty much, or like that. This one's a little bit more risky, but it can pay off if you can pull it off real quickly. You know, maybe if you have a teammate up here, or if you want to just pull it out real quickly. I mean, it is a really good spam. You can't always use it because it is a risky one, but it's the first full window here, and you can just spam down the entire lane. It's going to headshot anyone right here. It's going to start doing some body shots right here, and then body shots. And if he's playing like way back here, it's just gonna lag him. But usually, if someone's not playing this far back, it's more popular to play from like here all the way up to there. So just that first far window, or first full window here, can get that spam down if you have a teammate covering you, and you don't want to do it if there's a guy possibly a big garage. But it is a really good spam because it gets the whole lane. That's why I like it so much. Here is one more spam I'm going to show you guys. It's probably the least practical, but I wanted to show you guys it because it's does have a lot of potential and it's so easy to show, so I'm going to show it anyways. First thing you're going to do is, if you are playing outside rafters here maybe, or you're playing maybe a retake on the site and you're playing outside rafters, all you do is just be up on the railing here, aim right above this part of the rafters at the bottom of the window here, and it's a direct shot or a spam right into the squeaky door. And with the glass doing as much damage as it does now, it can be very useful. I mean, even before, when the glass took away more of your damage, I even got a couple kills here. When they would do maybe a couple rushes when I was the outside guy. Just come here so quickly and just spam that. And now that the spamming through the glass does even more damage, I think this does have potential of getting a couple kills there. But that's kind of a little flashy. I mean, all the other ones are way more practical and you'll use pretty much every time. But if you are out here, you're obviously not going to be able to help your teammates at upper. So you might as well throw down like a 20 bullet spam and then run back to heaven. Thanks for watching, guys.